were fortunate enough to get out to Miami, Florida, get a breath of fresh air, a good time to just reset and clear our minds and get focused on what's coming forward. We have a lot on our plate, and it was a good way to spring forward, so here we go.
Life has been fast and furious, and a trip out to see my parents and let the kids enjoy some time with them was truly much needed. We're not even gonna lie to you. It was time for some rest and just kind of a mental health break, honestly. We've had so much to do and so many responsibilities. It was nice to just have none for a week. And so we're back and kind of ready to show you guys what's next. In line with all things Pettijohn, what would you know that we have another vehicle stuck somewhere because we came back to Oklahoma weather.
Well, we left and it was dry and wintry, and we come home and everything is in full bloom. The red buds are blooming, the grass is green, and the rains are aplenty. So we went out and had a little fun on the land, and you know, I was crossing over an area I've crossed through several times, and it's a little bit wet. So I back into my truck, slid into the pond, and it had to stay there for a few days until we could get down there to get it pulled out. The process of getting them out is just as much fun as the process of getting them stuck. So
it's trouble. It's just trouble.
No worries. You gotta get stuck at least once a month or you're not living. Now that we have confirmed that we are stuck, we will begin to install chains. And let's see if we can get it out of here. I don't know what that smell is. Should be all right. Every country guy's got to have a bunch of chain in the back of their truck, okay? Cost of having fun, folks. Woo! On to the next play day. Let's do it. We've been in line for a surveyor to come out. And we have two lots, two small acreage lots that we have sold off of a piece of property that we have. And so we meet up with the surveyor this morning and walk the lines, walk the property lines, and get these surveyed. And that's the first step in being able to really get started on someone's home. Wichita West, baby. Looks good. Now everyone knows we're building a house here. We're gonna head over to the second lot and see how the survey lines turned out. This is another little piece of property I can't wait to build on. For such a sweet lady, build her dream home. I'm really excited about this. Got chicken coop written all over it. You guys want to see a fancy Wichita West chicken coop? The chicken coop deluxe. And look at this piece of wood right here. You could do something in the house and reclaim some of this. This thing is in perfect shape. There's no rot. What's unique about this one little pocket is the grass is always green and fertile. There's always an abundance of nutrients over here. You've got deer that spend a lot of time over here. You can't see it now, but it's gonna be beautiful.
So if you remember from a few episodes back when we were originally talking about the finish that we wanted on the exterior of the Marlowe Review building, My first vision was stucco. I love stucco, and that's what I wanted. But budget-wise, we went a little heavier on doors and windows, so we eliminated the possibility of stucco for the project. So we needed to find a different kind of avenue, and I got really lucky because the Murphys came over and loved our painted brick wall. And so from there came the idea that we could kind of do something similar on that, and it's a lot more budget friendly than the stucco. And so that is also what I'm gonna show you today and kind of give you a little walkthrough of the design process with that and how we incorporated that into the home and how easily painted brick can be used interior, exterior, kind of any which way. We're in our entryway right now. Our entryway is actually pretty narrow. I mean, my arm span is nearly the width of this space. So essentially, when you design a space that's narrow, you don't want to clutter it up with much. We have no artwork, no mirrors, nothing. We really gave the highlight to this kind of grand chandelier. And so this way, when you transition into the main living area, I'm able to highlight the best wall in my house. This is the fan favorite wall right here, and by far mine as well. This is our brick wall in our main living area. I was really inspired by the Hotel St. Francis in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's one of our very favorite hotels, and they also have this kind of medieval lighting on it, so I really just tried to recreate that look in our main living space. And I will say that a very good design tip is when you travel hotels, literally take notes. They usually hire some of the best designers to get some of the most unique touches in those spaces. One way to dress up a brick wall, whether it be interior or exterior, is your mortar. So this right here, I would say, is more of a messy mortar. It's not quite sloppy where it's just hanging out over each brick. But we worked for hours that day, I remember, and with the most wonderful brick guy, and he let me kind of play with the mortar until I got it just right. And I knew I needed texture in this space because my whole entire house is painted one shade of white. And so I knew that I needed something here to kind of dress it up, and I did it by way of mortar and lighting. Speaking of coming back to work and projects, we are kind of making some headway on the Marlowe Review building. We have our windows and doors situation taken care of with Basic, whom you saw on the last episode.
We're gonna start pulling down the low-hanging ceiling in the Marlowe Review back when everybody was hanging the ceilings low to kind of warm things up years ago. We're gonna open that back up. I'm just excited about doing demo. I'm ready to tear some stuff out.
He loves demo and I love design, so we marry well. So I get to do the whites right now. So if you've ever painted anything in your house or played with whites, you know that it can be really daunting. Did you know there's like 1 million whites out there? And I've got to get this white just right. So today we're going to go up there and we're going to do a few swatches and kind of see where we land.
Exciting times. Ready to demo and swatch.
Demo and swatch.
Demo
Here
and
we
swatch.
go.
Let's do it.
Choosing the right white. Have you ever picked out a wedding dress? It's kind of like that. It's just when you put it on and you turn around and you're like, that's it. So picking a white for kind of ancient brick is a thing, and we're gonna do it together. So I have a couple of samples, but I have this one white in mind and I have my heart set on it. So fingers crossed it looks as good on this as it does in my mind. Another important factor with this specific project is that we also have to complement the building next door, which is painted a dark color. So whatever kind of off-white we choose has to blend really well with this. So we're gonna pick a few bricks next to this one to kind of see how they go together. So our first color is alabaster. I think this is gonna be a little bit too white, but let's just play. I won't say that I hate it. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one is the one that I have my heart set on. This one is shoji white. So this is a little bit of a softer white. So you can kind of see this one has a little more yellow undertone to it. Oh, that is so beautiful. Might have just said yes to the dress. I mean, I've got to ask the boss, but my boss, can I say it's Donna? Craig, I mean it's you and Donna, but I really mean Donna. If I were to ever fall in love with a paint, it's this one. This is the one, guys. She's warm, she has some kind of earthy yellow undertones, and she just rocked my world. This is going on like buttercream icing. Yeah, I mean, look how good it goes with that. There we go. I said yes to the dress.
All right, folks, it's demo day at the Marlowe Review. We're gonna knock a few panels down today. We're gonna give you a glimpse at what's going on underneath these 40-year-old panels and let you look at the beauty that lies beneath. So we're excited about today. We're not doing a whole lot. We're not gonna get into the electrical, but I'm getting a little impatient and I can't wait to see and can't wait to get started on this project. So welcome to the Marlowe Review. Here we go. All right, folks, we're going to start at the front of the building. We're going to bust this open and show you the potential that lies beneath and show you where the window is going to go and how this is going to work out. So I'm going to start up front. We're just going to work our way to the back, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. It's looking good. I've had a good evening of tearing out some panels. We can get up and take a look at the tiles, and man, little bit of work, but it's looking fantastic. I'm just getting so excited. So I think we're gonna call it a day. We've had a successful first demo run, got the tiles down, a bunch of the framing. I was able to pull this beautiful tin out from a damaged portion around the HVAC, and I'm going to take this to Oklahoma City and find a craftsman to be able to either recreate this, or maybe I can even find something that is original that can go in its place that is close to this type of tile. I know this was mass produced back in the day, and so maybe we could get some of this replacement, because there's a good chunk of it around the HVAC system that is damaged. So we were able to pull this down. It's in not great shape, but I got two good panels. At least be able to let somebody put their hands on it and see if this is something that we can find to replicate or find original. Stay tuned, see what happens next. I can't wait to see how this project's going to turn out.
Thank you guys always for watching. We're playing around with some different days. We're trying to shoot now to post on Fridays. So please let us know if you like Wednesdays or Fridays better. We love to get feedback from you guys. It just kind of worked better with our schedule, to be really honest with you. Mondays now are kind of picking up with our jobs, and those are days that we meet with our team to kind of
Mondays are Mondays, so it's
that's true. Mondays are Mondays.
4 kids in school, shuttle.
Film days. So we're
film
pushing for a Friday release. So let us know in the comments below what you think. And as always, thank you for getting us to episode 10. We truly could not be here without you guys.
Thank you so much. Like and share. We appreciate you guys so much.
Like, share, subscribe, and thank you.
Love you guys.